What's going on, y'all? Down South 77 here again, and this is 3 Star Draw. This is an adult collector channel where we usually talk about G.I. Joe and all things related to G.I. Joe, especially G.I. Joe Classified. Every now and then, we will talk about some other toy lines and I'll unbox some other stuff, kind of give you guys an idea of other things that I'm interested in and just kind of get some more stuff out there, get some more content on the channel. But maybe somebody sees that and likes that, they'll come back and listen to some G.I. Joe stuff. Well, today is one of those days. I'm going to be taking a look at a figure that I don't know much about from a line that I don't know much about, and I've kind of been interested in for a while. It's been on my radar, but I just hadn't picked any of them up. I'm going to be taking a look at the Four Horsemen Studios Mythic Legion Scaphoid. This is my first Mythic Legion figure. So there he is. Anybody that knows Mythic Legions knows who this guy is. And I got this guy, so don't fall over. So I've got the Four Horsemen. I've got the Figura Obscura Red Death. You guys know that. Did that video, and I have the Red Krampus. I did not do a video on Krampus. I actually bought him loose complete, and I was so in a hurry to get him out and kind of check him out and play with him. I didn't even bother doing a video on him. I should have. Maybe I'll go back one day and do it. But I don't have any of the Mythic Legions yet. And Mythic Legions are pricey. Fantasy stuff is not really something that is in my wheelhouse. It's not that I don't like it, I just don't really collect it. But you know what is in my wheelhouse? Skeletons and Grim Reaper stuff. I love me some skeletons and some Grim Reaper stuff. So I've been kind of eyeing the Mythic Legions and wondering where a good jumping in point is. And I had somebody actually just last night tell me that if you're easing into Mythic Legions, pick you a lane because there's a lot of them. The earlier ones are really expensive, and even the new ones aren't cheap. But I mean, you know how to get them cheaper when they're announced and all that. The way you can pre-order through Four Horsemen. But pick you a lane, find some characters and or a theme that you like, and stick with it. And lucky for me, Mythic Legions has an entire freaking highway full of lanes full of skeletons. So I won't have any problem trying to pick out those guys that I like and get some of them and take a look at them and put them together and kind of interchange them and play with them. Of course, I know how awesome the Four Horsemen stuff is. I've been in and out of collecting and around toys and stuff for forever. I had a bunch of the Motu stuff when they were sculpting it that I really liked, and I sold that collection a long time ago, but I always really liked it. I think that was one of the best looking He-Man lines that's ever been done, obviously. So I'm gonna pick up a few of these once in a while. And I don't know if the one that I have here, I don't know if this scaphoid, he was released as the Covenant of Shadows, and he was also in All Stars Wave 4. And I don't know if there's a way to tell which is which. It's got some characters on the back, on the side of the package, but it doesn't look like it's characters from any specific wave. I was thinking maybe this was the All Stars, but I'm not sure. If you know something about Mythic Legions, drop a comment and let me know. I just know I'm excited to get this dude out because he's a green poison skeleton. So that is right up my highway. So let's get him out and take a look at him and check him out and see what the opinion is on him. All right, so Scaphoid here. Scaphoid is from the congregation of Necronominus. Can never say that when I try to say it. He is a poison skeleton. He's a magic user. As I said, was released in the Covenant of Shadows, and he was also re-released in All Stars 4. Um, his biography, real short. Truly gifted magic users are killed and reborn by Necronominus' hand. The power seeps into their bones, staining them with supernatural remnants of their past life. Brimming with foul magic, These cursed skeletons have little control over their power, making them unpredictable time bombs of magical energy, often thrown into a fight just to lay waste to all who surround them. Some learn to master their unstable talents. The most accomplished of these mystical masters is Scaphoid, chosen to represent Necronominus at the Covenant of Shadows. Scaphoid has been tasked with unleashing his dark power on all present if the proceedings go awry. And I did start reading the lore for this, and I read through the entire congregation of Necronominus, the Covenant of Shadows little arc there where they talk about those guys, and I'm very interested to hear more. I can't wait till they put some more out. So these guys do have the collector friendly packaging, which everything that comes on a card these days really needs. You bend one of these little tabs out of the way, and the card slides right out. You don't bend the card, you don't tear the card up, you don't mar it, you don't cut it, you don't do anything. All I can see is maybe this getting a little wear down here at the bottom at some point, where you have to do that a few times. The artwork on these is very nice, as all of their stuff usually is there. So I'm going to go ahead and we'll pop him out. I'm going to turn some more light on in just a second. I just kind of want to do away with the glare there. There's his extra stuff. And these guys are tied in with the wire here. And it is actual wire. We've only done this one other time, so bear with me. And that was on Red Death. Alright, hopefully that was not too freaking loud for you guys. Oh man, this dude looks awesome. Alright, stand there. Let's pop his mace out. In both pieces. And he comes with this. Let's see what this says. Okay. Joints of Mythic Legion figures. If you've bought these guys, you probably know that. It's a disclaimer on the joints to kind of go easy with them. All right, we got that done. Wrong way. All right, let's take a look at this guy. So this is the first actual Mythic Legion figure that I have held. I've had the figure obscures. Now these guys feel really solid. I mean, man, look at that. That is fantastic. These guys are so unique looking. I don't know what's going on with my little light there. Hold on. Having technical difficulties with my with my light. Maybe it'll stay. Cheap ass light. So their joints are tight. I mean, this dude, I've had this dude for a minute. He's been in my house for a while. So go easy. Kind of like you do with a classified that's got difficult joints. And comparing these guys to classified is almost makes you feel dirty mentioning them in the same sentence. So he's got the flexible plastic on his legs. They don't really have, doesn't look like he has much in the way of leg movement to the side on these. Fantastic looking boots. How does he keep his feet in those boots? Like, it's just bone. Like, wouldn't they just, these things look like they weigh a ton. Wouldn't his feet just slide out? But I digress. So this, Does this come off? I don't know. These, I know these. It's one thing everybody likes about these figures is they're so interchangeable, and you can mix and match and make your own characters. I'm interested in getting several of them to do that. Looks like I got a little bit of paint bleed there, but I mean that's not. I mean, look at the paint. There's no telling how many layers of paint are on this figure. I mean, the gauntlets look like, weathered. All of the armor. I mean, it looks like metal. It all looks like metal. There he is from the back. And let's see. Let's put his mace in his hand. I'm blown away by how good these figures actually look. I'm gonna paint up there on the mace. Even the handle on his mace has got. There you go. It's actually sculpted. Sculpted in where it's looks like it's actual wood. Man, this guy looks good. He's got the purple. I hope that's showing up. That's purple. Man, this dude just looks menacing. So he's a magic wielding poison skeleton. So it looks like that's about as far as the arm goes on him. I know some people have said they wish they had a little more articulation, and I can't argue with that. It is possible to get too much articulation, but it'd be neat if had just a little more. But the sculpting kind of prevents that on them. Let's see what all else he has here. He's got this big old shield. I didn't realize he'd come with this much stuff because it was hidden in the packaging. There's his shield. He does have an extra head. I think that's the fixed jaw, so the jaw that's on him is actually the hinged jaw. And where does that go? No, these. Alright, so they snap on. Yeah, okay. So they snap on like that to complete the rest of his armor. That's how those go on. Yeah. If you've had this figure for a long time or you're a Mythic Legions connoisseur, you're have to forgive me for figuring out how all of this stuff snaps on because they're all new to me. All right, so there's his shoulder armor, shoulder pauldrons there, completes that. Nice seamless look there. You can't even really tell. You can't even really tell that that's not one piece when they're on. This is that, and he has. I'm guessing this is for his shield to go over his back so he can carry his shield. What that looks like. Looks like that probably. I'm trying to show it where it's getting this and not getting my big old sausage fingers in here, but all right, so that's how that's gonna go, and I do believe, and where you can throw it, probably throw that over his shoulder. So just pop and swap as they say on these guys. So there's that's just the coolest thing ever. Only the sculpting on it, and then here is the unhinged version of it. Same head there. It's just one has the hinged jaw in it. I do want to know if this. I don't know. I don't know if this comes off. Okay. All right. So it. Yeah. Okay. So that's. I'm glad it's supposed to do that. Yeah, and the reason why is because I like that hinged jaw screaming, and that kind of blocks it. I like that look right there without the frontal neck armor on it. Take and get his shield. I don't know if he's right-handed or left-handed, but this is the way I would do it, so I'm gonna do it this way. Nice purple shields, a really gorgeous shade of royal purple there. So got him where he's got his shield up and he's getting ready to swing that mace and just fire. So wonder what he sounds like. What do you think a skeleton screaming sounds like? I mean, he's magic, so assume he's got vocal cords, somewhere. You think he sounds like the alien from Scooby Doo from the episode where they're at the airfield? Maybe. But I like them. They're definitely gonna have to find a place in my collection. I don't really do much stuff in here that's not Joe, but I might have to make a little section over here on the side shelf for these Mythic Legions skeletons and stuff. I do have Red Death up there. Maybe I could put him beside Red Death as like a emissary of, like a herald, like he's the herald for Red Death. Like, hey, here comes Purple Death. Y'all better get the hell out of Dodge. So let's do that. Let's take his mace out here. And they hold them tight too. There's no having to worry about the weapons falling out. So there he is. He's got his dagger. The dagger's got nice green paint app on it. Man, he looks dope. I really like this figure. I'm gonna try to get into this line and get some more of the skeleton guys. I do have some of the newer ones that are coming out. A couple of those ordered, so we'll be looking at those definitely later in the year. I got one other thing I want to try, so let's try that real quick. All right, I know he doesn't glow in the dark. I was hoping he might be a little more blacklight sensitive, blacklight reflective than he is. That's okay though. I mean, he's still cool. Not like I'm gonna have him under a black light all that often, but man, look at that. You got a black light spotlight and put on that dude. My computer screen's really washed out. It looks cool in person. I hope it's showing up. So it looks really cool under the black light. I do wish he glowed, but then again, he don't. So just happen to have this black light handy after watching all the Punk with Toys recent exploits lighting up his stuff with black light. So I just wanted to see what he looked like. So I really don't even know how to rate these figures because I don't have much of a basis to compare them against. I don't really have much in the way of other fantasy type figures. So as far as coolness and paint and sculpt and yeah, it's two tone. Look at these seats, man. They're two tone. Uh, Man, every time I look at this thing, I find something else that I like about it. Really, with no basis. He's an awesome skeleton. He don't glow in the dark, but he's not really supposed to. So I'm giving this dude a 4. He's a 4 yeehaws. And the only reason that I can't give him a 5 is because I've seen some of the other Mythic Legions, and I know there are some out there that completely blow this dude away. So I don't even know going forward when I get these. I don't even know that I'll really rate them and do a critique like that on them. This is just kind of a get them and show them off and show off how awesome they are. All right, so there it is. There is the Mythic Legions scaphoid figure. There's all the stuff. This is probably how I'm gonna have him on my shelf with the dagger like he's charging with the open screaming mouth. It's a really good looking figure. So what do you guys think about this guy, and what do you think about my first choice for venturing into Mythic Legions. Also, which Mythic Legions do you like? Now, if you happen to be watching this and you're a huge Mythic Legion fan, so which ones are your favorite? Which type of figures, like the bird guys or the knights? Like who do you like? I can't wait to get a knight to see how intricate they are. But so tell me what you guys think. So until next time, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, share this with a buddy. And I appreciate you guys stopping by, and I will see you next time on 3-Star Draw.